Hi students, this is Mahesh Reddy. In this class, I am going to deal about instruction set of ARM. First, before discussing the instruction set of ARM, let us see what is an instruction. An instruction is a command given to the processor to perform a specific operation on specified data. What is an instruction? An instruction is a command that is given to the processor to perform specific operation on specified data. In any processor architecture, an instruction includes an opcode and operands. What is opcode? Opcode specifies the operational code, that means which operation is to be performed. And operands are those on which the operations are to be performed. The operand may be register or memory location or immediate data. And coming to instruction set, the instruction set of a processor gives the information about the instructions, addressing modes, and timing requirements for the execution of each instruction. Let us see the instruction set of ARM controller. See, the ARM instructions can be categorized into following classes. First, data movement instructions. Next, data processing instructions. In data processing instructions, again, arithmetic instructions, logical instructions, shift instructions, and comparison instructions. Next, branch instructions. Next, load and store instructions. In load and store register instructions, load and store multiple register instructions, stack instructions, and swap register and memory content instructions. These are all under load and store instructions. Next, program status register instructions. Next, exception generating instructions, that are software interrupt instructions. And these are the ways in which the ARM instruction set is classified into. Let us see each one in detail. The first one is data movement instructions. Data movement instructions are move, move not, and move top. These three are the data movement instructions. See, move instruction is one which moves a 32-bit value into a register. What it will do? It will move a 32-bit value into the destination register. Next, move not. See, move not instruction is one which moves the not of the 32-bit value into a destination register. It performs the not operation on the source values, and then it moves that corresponding value into the destination register. Next, move T, move top. This instruction writes 16-bit immediate value to the top half word of a register without affecting the bottom half word. See what it will do? It will write 16-bit immediate value given in the instruction to the top half, that is higher bits of the destination register. It does not affect the bottom half word. And coming to the data processing instructions, the first one are the arithmetic instructions. In arithmetic instructions, first one is ADC. Add two 32-bit values and a carry. What it will do? It will add two 32-bit values along with the carry. Next, add. Add means simply it adds two 32-bit values present in the registers. Next, subtract. Subtract two 32-bit values. Subtract with carry. Subtract with carry of two 32-bit values. Reverse the subtracted value, RSB. Next, reverse subtract with carry. Next, multiply SDIV, signed division, unsigned division, arithmetic shift left, which shifts the data left by 1 bit. Next, logical shift left. Next, logical shift right, ROR, rotate right. These are all the arithmetic instructions which are present in the ARM controller. Next, logical instructions. Coming to logical instructions, logical AND, which performs the logical bitwise AND operation between two 32-bit values. Next, OR, logical OR, which performs logical bitwise OR operation between two 32-bit values. Next, exclusive OR. Next, logical bit clear. Logical bit clear, BIC, see this one. BIC will perform a bitwise AND of one register with the complement of second one. What it will do? It will perform a bitwise AND of one register with the complement of second one. That is the use of bit clear instruction. Next, coming to the comparison instructions, the first one is compare negated. See, this compare negated instruction adds the value of the operand 2 to the value in the Rn. That means it will add one of the operand to the another operand, so that by this thing it can compare the negated value of the second operand. Next, compare. Generally, comparison performs the subtraction operation between operand 2 and the operand 1. So that by performing subtraction, and depending upon the borrow bit, it can decide which one is greater and which one is smaller. Next, TEQ, test for equality. TEQ performs exclusive OR operation on the value in one register, that is one operand, and the value of operand 2. What operation? Exclusive OR operation. So that this is used to test two values are equal without affecting any flags. With the help of TEQ, we can test that two operands are equal or not without affecting the flags. Next, TST, test bits of a 32-bit values. This TST instruction performs bitwise AND operation on the value in Rn and the value of operand 2. That is, this test instruction performs bitwise AND operation on the value in one register and the value of operand 2. And coming next, multiply instructions. See, the first one is MLA, multiply and accumulate. See, what this instruction do? This instruction multiplies the value from, see here, the value from Rn and Rm. It multiplies the value from Rn and Rm and adds the value from Ra. It will add the value from Ra to that resultant value, and then it places the least significant 32-bit of the result into Rd. Listen once again. This instruction multiplies the value from Rn and Rm and then adds the value from Ra, and then it places the least significant 32 bits of result in Rd. That is the operation done by multiply and accumulate instruction. Next, multiply. This is general multiplication. Simply, it multiplies the values present in Rn and Rm and places the resultant value into the Rd. Next, branch instructions. You know the branch instructions that jumps from one location to another location. In that, the first one is a B, branch. B, the branch instruction is one which jumps to the location specified by the label. We'll simply give B space label name. It will jump to that label. It is a branch instruction. Next, BL. BL means branch with link. The branch with link causes a branch to the label given and copies the address of the next instruction to the link register. What it will do? Branch with link jumps to the label. In addition, what it will do? It will copy the address of the next instruction to the link register. So it is called as a branch with link. Next one, BX. BX means branch exchange. See, the BX instruction causes a branch to the address contained in the register specified. That is RN, any register specified, and exchanges the instruction set if required. It exchanges the instruction set if required after branching. That means if bit 0 of RN register which is specified in the BX instruction is 0, then the processor changes its instruction set to ARM state. There are two states, no? ARM state and thumb mode. If bit 0 of RN which is specified in BX instruction is 1, then it will changes its instruction set to thumb state. By this, it derives the target instruction set from bit 0 of register specified in the BX instruction, whether ARM state or thumb state. Then BLX, branch with link, that is address present in the RN is the address to which it branches. Then after branching, it will save the address of the next instruction into the link register, and also it can change the instruction set from ARM to thumb and from thumb to ARM. See here, BLX is a combination of branch with link and branch exchange. These two operations are performed in BLX. Next, load and store instructions. Coming to load and store instructions, the first one is LDR. Load register from memory. It will load the contents from memory to the registers. Next, store. It will store the content of register to memory. Next, LDRH, load half word. Load 16-bit half word from memory to the register. Next, load signed 16-bit half word from memory. Next, load 8-bit byte from memory. LDRB means load 8-bit byte from memory. Next, LDRS8, load signed 8-bit byte from the memory. These are the instructions that are present in load or store instructions. Next, see multiple register transfer. This is one of the features present in the ARM. You can load multiple registers from memory, or you can store data from multiple registers to memory. It is having load multiple and store multiple instructions, LDM and STM. LDM means load multiple registers from memory. It will load multiple data from the memory to the registers. And coming to store multiple, it will store multiple registers to the memory, contents from multiple registers to the memory. Next, SWP, swap instructions. SWP swap indicates it will swap a word between memory and a register. Swapping means exchanging the data. It will exchange the data between memory and register. It will transfer the register content to memory and memory content to register here. Next, swap byte. Swap a byte between memory and a register. It will swap byte data, that means 8 bits from memory and a register. Next, program status register instructions. These are MRS and MSR. MRS means move the content of CPSR or SPSR to a register. Here CPSR means current program status register. SPSR means saved program status register. What it will do? It will move the content of program status register, that is current program status register or saved program status register, to a register specified in the instruction. Next, MSR. What it will do? It will move an immediate data or register that's specified in the instruction to a specific field of CPSR or SPSR. This is reverse thing. It will copies or moves the data, immediate data or data present in the register, to the current program status register or saved program status register. Next, the last instruction is exception generation instructions, that is software interrupt. Software interrupt for an operating system routine. See what happens when software interrupts occurs. This runs. Here the CPSR, that means current program status value, is saved into the SPSR, that is saved program status register, and control branches to the interrupt vector. That means when there is an interrupt, this instruction is executed as SWI, then what it will do? It will save the current program status register values into saved program status register, and then it branches to the interrupt vector, that is address of the ISR, interrupt service routine. And these are all about the instruction set of ARM. Thank you.